Well, there was just an attack at the White House Correspondents Dinner with Trump there, as you may guess. Now, Reddit doesn't believe this because Reddit knows better. Reddit always knows better. Weirdly, they speak and act just like Trump, so they immediately started saying fake news, unironically, of course, because they're kind of exactly like Trump in that way. They simply cannot accept reality around them, and they blame everyone else for everything. So, they've done here in this thread is they've simply claimed that it was fake. It didn't happen. All of the people there are just lying. All of the cameras, all of the people in the audience, they're all lying. It's fake news. So I'm not going to go through the 1,000+ comments on here, obviously, but I'm going to just quickly scroll down through I'm just searching for the word staged here, and you could see on the right all of the purple pips on the bar. That's every single time someone has said staged in this one thread, because every one of these Redditors, I mean, not everyone, there's like maybe 1% that aren't, but the vast majority of them are saying it's staged. Now, I'm going to just search one more word real quick. The word shit. Look at that. Look at all of these people talking about Trump crapping himself. Okay, some of them are just saying BS, but a lot of these people are talking about him crapping himself, crapping his diapers. A lot of people mentioning diapers and stuff as well. Like, they're so childish. I mean, and those are just like key words here. There are loads of people saying this that didn't actually mention the word staged or whatever. It's just sad. I mean, does this seem staged to you? I mean, it would be a weird thing to stage gunshots at such an event, don't you think? Like, it could be done, sure. Like, they could have had the CIA or whatever stage some gunshots in the background. But while that might sound like it's someone just, like, hitting a piece of, like, I don't know, like sheet metal on some wood or something, that room is too loud. To have that sound come over that is too loud. It has to be guns, right? It sounds like a one shot and then some other shots following it. Now, none of these people realize they're gunshots because they've probably never heard gunshots before in their lives. I mean, that guy right behind Trump might have seen it, but he's at least a little bit laser focused on this. So, here's Trump actually talking about it.
A man charged a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons, and he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly. And have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now. Put out on Truth and put out on many of the platforms. A tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution, and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's behalf. Really did a great job. One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape. He has very high spirits, and we told him we love him and respect him. And he's a very proud guy. He's very proud of what he does. Secret Service.
Okay, I mean, we can listen to him go on and on for ages. I mean, he's just gonna kind of flounder a bit there. But yes, the thing is anyone surprised by this? The left is constantly threatening, nonstop threatening. They're constantly cheering for such a thing, constantly talking about assassinations and murders and uprisings and civil war, constantly wanting to change America into a communism, constantly wanting to bring Islam over. I mean, is it some sort of surprise that something like this would happen? And yet they're immediately all shouting, well, I'm just going to look up flag. Oh, there's all these people saying flag, which is probably them all saying false flag, false flag, false flag, false flag, false flag. They're all saying false flag. I think that one person actually said American flag, but generally speaking, they're all saying false flag. They can't accept the reality, because if they did, they would have to accept that they're the ones who are the violent ones. They're the ones who are creating this sort of narrative that it's okay to go out and attack people. It's the Redditors, which is almost entirely left-wing. It's the people on Blue Sky. It's the Democrats in general who are amping everything up. Like, 20 years ago, no one cared if you were gay or trans. And now it's everywhere. It's like the most important thing. And why is it the most important thing? Oh, because the right wing just lost their minds. No, it's because it suddenly became political. And why did it become political? Because LGBTQ was adopted by the left wing? Because they started teaching the gay BCs to 3-year-olds? Because they started giving puberty blockers and stuff to little kids? They started brainwashing them into being trans? Because they started demanding there to be trans athletes? And it's so on and so forth. I mean, there's like tearing down of old Civil War statues and stuff, claiming that white supremacy is the #1 terroristic threat to America. There were so many things that happened. Needless to say, Kamala Harris standing on stage and saying that, well, actually, abortion's a good thing and that men shouldn't have any rights. The right wing didn't lose their minds. They just had to finally do something because their backs were against the wall from all the crazies pushing them further and further to the cliff. And they can't stand it. They can't stand that they were the ones who elected Trump. That's what happened. The left wing elected Trump. They elected Trump because they lost their minds and they can't admit it. So they have to just double down, triple down, insisting everything is fake news, insisting everything's a false flag, weirdly talking about Trump's genitals and anus more than they talk about anything else. I swear to God, these people with Trump derangement syndrome cannot get his carrot off of their minds. I would want to get it off of my mind no matter what, and yet they sit here on Reddit talking about it all day long, every single day, like they have nothing else to do besides talk about his penis. It's weird. But I just find it fascinating that they instantaneously call false flag on all of this. Room full of reporters and just a bunch of misinformation flying around before they even investigate what happened. Some saying loud noise like plates falling, some saying security shot someone unarmed. Give them an hour to figure out. Let Fox News be the headless chickens running around pretending Trump's life was threatened. Why are you blaming Fox News for that when... I mean, it's what they're reporting. It's what the president himself reported, and now you sound like an idiot for thinking that Fox News was going to lie about it. But of course, these people will just say that Trump's lying about it. I mean, they're already saying it. Obviously, they said it before it even happened. But like, you can't constantly push the narrative that everything someone says is a lie, that everything's always a false flag, because then what are you left with? That you're just sitting there saying that everything is fake news, and then nothing can appease you. So then there's no point even arguing with you. There's no point even talking with you. And that's how it's always felt with the Democrats. You can't talk with them because as soon as you try to say anything reasonable, they will just autistically say the same thing back to you. Trans women are women. Trans women are women. Trans women are women. A woman is just as strong as a man. A woman is just as strong as a man. You cannot have an actual conversation with them because they can't accept reality. And that's what I'm saying with this thread is like they have immediately just started trying to say it's a false flag, saying it's staged, whatever. Like, they don't care. They don't care about the truth. Does anything think this is a complete setup? Was there blood on his ear? I don't believe this anymore. This is the second worst thing to happen to Trump at a White House Correspondents Dinner. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but I'm assuming it's a poop joke because half of these people seem to be obsessed with his butt. What's the point in talking to a Democrat? I mean, they have completely burned all of their trust through their Trump derangement syndrome. And I don't consider Trump to be particularly trustworthy in what he says. Like, I do think he is a compulsive liar who will say whatever he really can to make himself seem smarter. But you can stop this thread anywhere and you'll find people saying it's fake. Lots of people saying it's fake. I'm sorry, it's just really irritating to me because, like, we're stuck in a two-party system, and one of those parties won't even have a conversation. They won't even come to the table. You either capitulate entirely to them, you kneel and you bow and you polish their shoes and you kiss their toes, or else they're not even going to look at you. They're not going to talk to you. They're not going to address you. They're just going to sit there and insult you and say that you're a liar and that you're evil. If you're not going to trust the FBI and the President of the United States at the White House concerning shots being fired at the White House, then what are you going to trust? Like, what would make you happy? If AOC went on screen and she told you the truth, would you believe it? Would you believe it if AOC said it? Would you believe it if any of the Democrats said it? Chuck Schumer, Walz? Who's going to convince you? Kamala? Newsom? Who is it? Who can convince you? Get them at the table. Have them say something. Again, just look at this. All of these people, every single one of these comments, fake, 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 fake. Hundreds of comments. Everyone's claiming, I mean, probably thousands, really, by the time I refresh this page. I mean, God, it was 1.2 thousand. What is it now? 1.6? It's not that much. Well, I guess it's only been like 20 minutes, but it's just exhausting. They don't care about the truth. The only thing they care about is having control. And they won't come to the table. They won't talk. They need to send somebody who has their head out of their ass and can breathe fresh air. The problem is who is the right wing going to trust and who is the left wing going to trust from the Democrats? Because it's hard to trust people like Kamala, people like Newsom. They're just going to say whatever the Democrats want them to say, which is total BS, really. And likewise, they're not going to trust Trump. So, like, where is the middle ground there? Or maybe I just don't care anymore. Maybe the right wing doesn't care anymore. Maybe even the centrists don't care anymore because, and I am a centrist, but it's like the left wing cannot be reconciled with, it seems. It feels like, anyway. Like, even when there's an alarmed shooting at the White House.
Of the White House Correspondents Dinner. At about that time, a sole gunman rushed a Secret Service checkpoint in a lobby at the hotel. Secret Service agents stopped the suspect.
This afternoon, this evening, members of the United States Secret Service and the Metropolitan Police Department were here at the Washington Hotel for a site detail for the Correspondents' Dinner. As the mayor mentioned, at approximately 8:36 tonight, an individual charged a U.S. Secret Service checkpoint here in the lobby area of the hotel. He was armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives. As he ran through that checkpoint, members of law enforcement from the United States Secret Service intercepted that individual. This is a very preliminary investigation at this point. We do know that law enforcement exchanged gunfire with the individual. We do know that a U.S. Secret Service uniformed division officer was struck in his vest. He was transported to a local hospital for treatment. He seems to be in good spirits at this time. The suspect in this case, he was not struck by gunfire. However, he was transported to a local hospital to be evaluated.
They just claim it's not real. Fake news. Well, there you go. Fake news. I guess this whole video is just fake then. Didn't happen. Sorry for wasting your time. Thanks for watching anyway. Bye, I guess. And if you, if you liked, please do the YouTube things.